G'day everyone, Uncle Jojo here. Great to see you all again. Thanks for watching. Today we're just going to touch base on treated timbers. We're going to use some treated pine today. Treated pine has been around in Australia since about 1930. There's several different types of treating. Originally what it was a dip, kind of like they used to dip the sheep, the sheep dip to keep away all of the fleas and stuff. We used to do the same thing with timber. We used to dip it in, I think it was boron and arsenic. And it would slowly seep into the timber. They'd let it sit for a bit and then we could use it and it would stay hardy in the Australian climate. Today what we do is we actually inject it into the timbers, and there's several different types of timbers that we use for the treating. We can do hardwoods and stuff, but most of the time it's just a radiata pine that we use for our treatments. Timbers in general have a hardness standard, and there's 4 classes. So you've got Class 1, which is the hardest, and then you've got 2, 3, and then 4, which is your softest, which is like a, so you've got Class 1 would be a yellow box, or a Jarrah. Actually, I think Jarrah is Class 2. Then you've got a Class 3, which would be a hardwood like an OB or Vic Ash, and then you've got a Class 4, which is a radiata pine. The reason that we treat timbers is for 2 reasons, mainly in Australia. One is to keep the longevity of the timber in place, and the second reason is for pest control. So we want to keep away the termites or anything that eats into our timbers, borer, woodworm. You'll notice this is treated pine, radiata treated pine. And you'll notice on this, it's got a green tinge to it. Now, we used to use arsenic, as I said before, but you can really see the colours and you can see how it's penetrated through there. And even the grain here, you can see has actually got a green tinge to it as well. Normal radiata pines are really nice, bright yellow or a whitish yellow colour. When I was doing my apprenticeship, we used to use the treated pine with arsenic in it, and if you didn't use gloves after 2 or 3 days, you'd actually get really pretty sick from it. The new systems they use are pretty good. You don't really, but I'd still suggest to use gloves and things like that. It's always a good idea. If you've got any other questions or queries, flick them over to us. Otherwise, until then, stay unreal, banana peel, and thanks for watching.